Hi there, this is Kane from Kane Trains, and today I just wanted to give you a couple of pointers on handstands. Now, handstands are a pretty tough skill to learn. They're something that I've been practicing for a really long time. I just want to share a couple of tips that I learned and picked up along the way that really helped me expedite learning this skill. Because knowing me, I was really stubborn. And all I did was kept practicing the handstand without progressing properly. And it took me so much longer to see improvements. However, once I started using a couple of these progressionary skills, it really helped me skyrocket the improvements that I was seeing. So, one of the first things that I would absolutely have people do and recommend everyone who's working on their handstand do is do them against the wall. So that way you have support and you have something that's taking a little bit of the weight off of you. That way you can focus on your technique. So one of the few things I really want to hit on is, if I set up, I want my hands, elbows, and shoulders to be locked out completely. And from here I'm going to kick up. I want to make sure I'm doing these handstands the way that I would as if this wall wasn't there. I want to make sure that I'm shrugging all the way instead of leaning down like this. I also want to make sure my trunk is braced and my glutes are squeezing instead of me arching and relaxing like this so that I fall over. Now, I use that technique and I'll hold for time. This has really gotten my overhead strength to dramatically improve. The next thing that I want to do, or the next progression that I want to show you, is you go from that and not straight into a handstand, but you go into a straddle. So you'll do a handstand off the wall, but this time your legs are going to be spread. It's a lot easier to balance this way. So let me show you. So with a straddle, it's much easier to balance than if you were to just go straight up into a handstand. So once you've taken a lot of time and focused on your technique, making sure that you're completely at overhead extension, making sure that you're bracing your trunk, keeping your ribs down, and that you're squeezing your glutes and pointing your toes, and everything is in as straight of a line as possible, that will make your handstand that much easier to achieve. So the handstand isn't a feat of strength at all. You're hardly using your muscles to actually hold this position. Instead, what you're relying on is you're using a straight line. So if you can see here, is I'm gonna stand completely straight up. That should be a straight line from my hands to my shoulders to my hips down to my feet. So if you're in a straight line, you're in the most efficient line possible against gravity. What this allows you to do is you use your joints to take the brunt of the weight instead of using your muscles to do a lot of the work. This will make your handstands that much easier. Just make sure you're practicing them right and that you're progressing through it correctly instead of skipping through steps like me. It would have taken me maybe a couple of months to just learn this. Instead, it took me a few years to actually get really good at them. All right, guys. As always, stay strong, move well.